My name is Mark Penrith. I'm the pastor of Crystal Park Baptist Church in Benoni, South Africa. And you're watching the 5-Minute Theologian. Over the last few weeks, we've taken a look at what is theology and what is general revelation. The natural progression would have been this week to take a look at what is special revelation. How has God in a unique way introduced himself to us through his Son and through his Word. However, yesterday I was at the Baptist Theological College in Johannesburg, and I was down in the basements. They keep the Baptist Union archives down there, and once a week I go in to do some research and do a little bit of cataloguing in the archives. While I was down there, under a pile of old, smelly, mouldy books, I made a discovery which I thought was so cool that I'd share it with you today. Come and take a look with me. So here's the book that I found under the pile of other books. It's The Interpreter by C.H. Spurgeon. It's in really good nick. It has a leather-bound, embossed finish. It is nicely ribbed. The pages are really well attached. The binding is great, and it's gold-leafed. I mean, by all intents and purposes, this is just a wonderful book. When I opened the book, I started to get excited because the book is inscribed from Edna Tilley with grateful thanks to a pastor, Rex Matthew. And it was inscribed on the 21st of March 1975. Rex Matthew is a really well-known modern-day Baptist preacher. He's passed on, but speaking to guys like Andre Brodrake at Benoni Baptist, Rex is considered to just be the epitome of what good pastors ought to look like. Apparently he was a powerful preacher. He was a studious man, very intelligent, and he was well loved and respected by pretty much everyone who came into contact with him. The second page was equally as exciting because it gives us an idea of the dating of this particular book. It was inscribed on the 1st of June 1879 from John and Barbara Fulmer to William and Sarah Hoskins. There's 2 verses also in the inscription. Just a beautiful inscription of people who were either sent to South Africa or were involved in the building of the South African Baptist Fraternal. The third page, which is the title page for the book, had a letter sitting nestled in it. The letter's handwriting is known to me because I've handled other letters from this man. It was written in London on the 23rd of September, and it starts off, "Dear Sir," and basically commends the work in Cape Town, and talks of having found a Mr. Hamilton, who I know from biographies that I've read in the past, who's just finished his term at a college and he's been sent to Cape Town to help establish the church. It also talks about just a desire that this man might not be alone but become a strong people and make the whole colony, speaking of South Africa, make the whole colony feel his presence. It then talks about a Mr. Stokes, well-known South African pastor, and a Mr. William Hamilton, who's the inscription in the book. And it is signed off, "Yours very heartily, C.H. Spurgeon." How cool is that? A Spurgeon book sent to a South African pastor, ending up in the hands of one of the greatest South African pastors, inscribed with a letter by C.H. Spurgeon. Very cool. On page 4, it actually gets even cooler, if that's possible. On page 4, it says, "To Mr. J. Fulmer, with the Christian regards of C.H. Spurgeon, May 79. What a joy. An old book that basically has a track record showing a progression from Spurgeon's college, men sent over by Spurgeon to Cape Town to establish the Baptist Church, ending up in the hands of Rex Matthew and now sitting on YouTube. What do we make of this? How do we interpret what we see in this book? Well, I'd like to say that the South African church is built upon the shoulders of giants. Spurgeon is a name, but there are so many others. Men graduates from Spurgeon's college who came across the seas to plant Baptist churches in South Africa. we have a tradition and a heritage of men and of teaching that loved God, loved His Word, and loved His people. That is the tradition in which we stand. It's the stream in which we flow. It is a proud heritage that we can celebrate. The question is, today, are we living up to it? Do we still have the same fire-burning hearts for God? Do we still have the same desire and just wanting to spend time in His Word and grow in His Word and grow in knowledge of it, that we might know our Savior and Redeemer, and in knowing more of Him, we might know Him more intimately as a friend? And do we have a love for the people of God? Are we working? Are we slaving? Are we sacrificing, just like these men of old did, for the church in South Africa? Hey, can I encourage you, if you've got a friend that likes Spurgeon material, or if you know people that are interested in the Baptist Union of Southern Africa, would you share this video with them so that we can share videos like this as broadly as possible? You could go to the 5-Minute Theologian on Facebook. It's a page, and like the Facebook page, or you could go to YouTube and find the 5-Minute Theologian on YouTube and subscribe to that. We've got a couple of videos out there already, and there's more to come. I'm really looking forward to the end of this month when we have an opportunity to interview John Blanchard and just talk to him a little bit about apologetics. So look out for that towards the end of February. Cheers.